Hey there, Chuck with RogueXBuilder.com and MTG The Journey. This is game 2. We are going to say hello and good luck to this guy. He unfortunately lost last round by timing out. So we won the die roll, and yes, we will play first. And we have a plains, and another plains, and a forest, which puts us online for Phalanx Leader, and we have Savage Surge. So no, we will not mulligan here. We will go ahead and throw out our plains. And he has nothing first turn. There's another forest, so that's good. We'll go ahead and throw out our Phalanx Leader here. And we hit another plains, but I think the play here is just to forest here. We will go ahead and attack. At the end of turn, we'll go ahead and throw out a Scholar. And see what this guy comes up with here. Daxos is pretty good. And we do hit our swamp, so that is perfect. I like that. We'll go ahead and swing in with Phalanx Leader here, just to see if he blocks. He won't. So we will go ahead and just cancel that and just let the 1 go through. And then we'll go ahead and drain him 1 and gain 1 here. And he can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. So he might have some decent combat tricks here, though. Guess we'll find out. If he attacks here, do we even block? Because if we +2/+2 here, he doesn't attack, so that seems pretty good for us. And here we can go ahead and throw out another forest. We'll swing in with both and see if he blocks either one. If he blocks either one, we Savage Surge the Phalanx Leader here. So he doesn't block either one. And we'll go ahead and throw out Opaline Unicorn here. As we can still target Phalanx Leader with Savage Surge if we need to and block with Opaline Unicorn. And he's got an Observant Allseed here. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. So that makes things difficult. That's a pretty nice combo for him. Wow. That's rough. So again, I think this time we just attack with the Phalanx Leader. And that's only our devotion to green, so that's horrible. And here I think we just activate Scholar, gain back 1, and we can actually activate Scholar again. To get a little grindy here, and we'll leave up a force to target Phalanx Leader so we can block. So we'll block here. And we'll go ahead and target our Phalanx Leader. Putting a +1/+1 counter on everything, which saves our guy. So he does 4 to me. And he has a Horizon Scholar, which scries 2 and flies for 4. And here, I don't know, maybe we cast Sentry and leave up Savage Surge here. Swing in with Phalanx Leader, see if it's blocked. So Daxos is going to block, and so is Horizon Scholar. So unfortunately my Phalanx blocker, or my Phalanx Leader is going to die. And that seems like how I would order. So he does die, but my guys get pretty big off of it. So I feel like that's alright. So we'll see if he's got some more tricks here to get this Horizon Scholar pretty big. He is going to attack with the Horizon Scholar. And this time I think I'll just let the damage come through. And I wonder if this is going to be a bestow creature. It's not. It's just a flying, inspired creature. An archetype is pretty nice here. As it gives my creatures hex proof. But I need 8, and I have 8. So that's a 6/5 hexproof. So I feel like we'll swing with Sentry here. Get in there for some damage. We'll go ahead and activate Scholar here. And then we'll leave this up to regen our Sentry if we need to. Which loses us 3 life, but I feel like we can gain that back with a couple of Scholar activations here. So this is tap 1, then scry to draw a card. And he's going to do nothing here, so we will go ahead and activate Scholar again at the end of his turn. And we can draw a card off Annihilus Presence here and just drain with Scholar and attack with our Sentry. But he can double block our Sentry here. But again, we have the regen if we lose 3 life. But I think we'll go ahead with this. And see if he double blocks. He's going to scry 1 and draw a card here. And he's going to return it to my hand. So that kind of stinks. But we'll go ahead and throw it out again here, as we do have the mana to regen it again. So unfortunately it's kind of a wasted turn. Whenever it becomes untapped, I think he draws a card. But unfortunately that puts it down to a 3/3, which is not good for us. And he draws another card. And he will attack, and we'll just take the damage again. Prescient Chimera is 3/4. So Excoriate is exile target tapped creature, which we will go ahead and do. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that guy. And we can draw a card off Annihilus Presence here. And still leave open the regen for this guy. So I think that's what we do here. And Chronicle, we have a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. So we'll draw a card next turn. And he can block this. So I think that's a horrible idea to do that. And we don't want to swing with this because he can just double block and kill it. Or can he? I think he would have to triple block to kill it. And at that point, I think we would just take out his flyer here, as that's all we could hope to do. But is it worth it? I don't think it is. I think we'll just pass turn here. He's going to draw 2 cards and scry here. Comes up with more land. And really, it'd be really nice to draw into Nessie and Asp here. So he's going to declare attackers, and he's just going to swing 3 at us. And really, it doesn't matter if we do this or not, because we're going to lose 3 life either way, whether we block him or we don't. So, we don't block him. Second main, he's going to cast something else here. Hopefully not another Prescient Chimera. Great Heart is not all that threatening here. And there's our Nessie and Asp. That's beautiful. We really needed that. So 1, add a green, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. We'll cast our Nessie and Asp, which is going to deadlock us even further. And we will go ahead and cast Chronicler here and draw another card. And Spirit's nice. And we will go ahead and attack with Sentry here. If he wants to block it, that's fine. He doesn't, so he's just going to take the 3. But he's going to scry and then draw a card here. And he's going to draw another card, so he just gets tons of cards here. It's up to 6 cards. So he's going to attack with his Prescient Chimera. And unfortunately, I feel like we have to block here. If we don't, we're just screwed. So we'll double block it just to make sure it dies. So he has to get it. So he's going to take out my Nessie and Asp, unfortunately. So that really hurts. So at this point, he has a really great setup here. And if I'd have cast this archetype a long time ago, I would not be in this position. So this, unfortunately, is just awful for us, as I only have 2 activations of Scholar. And unfortunately, I don't have anything that can get in the air at this point. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm basically on a 3-turn clock here, or a 2-turn clock, because I don't have anything that can block in the air. And if I attack with both of these guys and this, he has to block them. So we'll see how he does block here, as there's not much I can do anyways if he doesn't. So what has he got here? Triton Tactics. He untaps both of them. Wow. Just crazy. So, I don't know what we do here. I feel like this decorated griffin would be nice, but maybe it's not. We can throw in Glare of Heresy here and take out maybe... Glimpse the Sun God is going to be too nice, though. I think we'll just play it like this. Who cares? Let's see what we come up with here. This Mistcutter Hydra would have been nice to draw, as it would have had protection from blue and haste, and would have gotten us there. But, you know. Yes, we will play first. Hopefully we have some mana here. We do have a lot of good stuff here, so I don't feel like we can pass up on this. So we'll start off with a white source here. Get our 2-drop 3/3 on the field, hopefully. He has the temple. So no first turn creature here. And Spirit's really nice too. But Fleecemane is going to be our play here. See what he's got against Fleecemane. Nothing yet. We'll go ahead and throw out a Plains here. Let's swing in with Fleecemane and see if he can return it to our hand or something. He doesn't, so we'll go ahead and throw out Spirit. And he has Observant Allseed. We have more land coming down here. So here we'll go ahead and just attack with Fleecemane. He won't block that. And we'll throw out Courser here. see what he's got here. Tap to scry. Does nothing. Staunch-hearted warrior is nice. So we'll go ahead and make this guy hexproof and indestructible here. And we'll attack with both. He'll scry one to draw a card here. He is down to 7. So we have lethal next turn unless he blocks or throws down a creature here, which he will. So he's got a Prescient Chimera. And we have another Forest. We'll draw a card off of Chronicler here and see what we come up with. And I can't because I already drew a card this turn, which stinks. So we'll just throw Fleece Mane here. See if he blocks it. And unfortunately that Spirit stopped me from being able to draw a card. He is going to throw the Observant Allseed under the bus here to draw a card as well. So let's see what we got here. He's going to draw 2 more cards and scry 1. But he can't really draw cards because he can only draw 1 card a turn. And here I just get land flooded like crazy. And he can't block everything, so we'll just swing with all of them. And we'll go ahead and submit again just to see if we can actually win this one. That one went pretty well. That Fleece Mane Lion did a lot of work there. But chances are we won't come up with that this game, as we haven't seen it yet so far. But who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. As we wait for him. So at least this deck is a little bit fun to play. We have a lot of synergy. And here we have Glimpse, Hopeful Eidolon, Nescient Courser. No, we won't mulligan this. This seems fine. And I don't want to throw out that Hopeful Eidolon yet. We have 4 lands here, which allows us to cast this with Bestow. So he's got to play this turn. Siren Song Lyre. We have a swamp, so we'll go ahead and play that. He's got Daxos on board. We have a forest, so we will go ahead and throw out Courser. And he's unfortunately going to get to exile the top card of our library here. And play it if he can. Which is dangerous, as he can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. And the Cavern Lampad he's not going to get to play, because he doesn't have the land base to play it. But we can get in there for 4 life linking this turn. And he has basically lifelink as it is. Two and tap target creature. So that kind of stinks. So we'll go ahead and play Scholar here. Get in here for 3. And he's just going to tap me down this turn. He's actually just going to attack with both, which is fine, but he has a pump spell guaranteed. Maybe not. So he'll just get in there for 2 and cast a spell. So Staunch-Hearted Warrior is interesting here. But I think I'm just going to cast Hopeful Eidolon onto Nessian Courser here. And we'll come back up to 20. And he goes back up to 19. And he is just going to tap me down this turn. And get in here for 4. Exiling the top card of my library. Please let it be a land. Thank you. And destroy target attack at our blocker. That's going to be really nice. So this turn we just cast our lifelinker here. Or we just attack with our lifelinker. And I think that's it. I think that's all we do this turn. Get in there for 5. Gain back 4. Is he gonna block with both? He is going to block with both. And before damage here, I'm going to Divine Verdict this guy. And he has a counter. He's just going to return it to his hand. So his guy doesn't die, my guy doesn't die. But doesn't untap during my next untap step, so that stinks. Man, I should have destroyed this guy, because that's got the ability to tap me down. So he gets in here for 4 again. Gets another land off the top. And a Horizon Scholar. That's ugly. And we have Archetype here, but we don't have 8 mana available. And tapping that guy is not going to help here. So if I casted him for 4, I would only be able to tap one of these guys next turn, and that is not going to work real well. So next turn, I guess I'm just going to cast this. We'll tap down all his guys. So he can't do anything to me this turn. Nylea's Presence is not any good, so we'll put that on the bottom. So he just gets a free casting turn, pretty much. Cast a Coastline Chimera here. And another forest is not what we want to see right now. And that only gives me 7 here. Which is good enough to cast Staunch Hearted. If I don't attack, he's just going to beat me down next turn anyways. So he will block. That puts me up to 20 though. And we will go ahead and just activate Scholar once here. And then cast Staunch Hearted. So he's back up to 23 here. So he's probably just gonna, yeah, that's what I figured. He'll attack with just his Horizon Scholar here. That's fine, as he's got more cards here to cast. Yeesh. We knew we had that, though. So we'll go ahead and swing with... What do you possibly have now? This guy. So he'll block with his Coastline Chimera. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. I don't get the lifelink this turn, but my guy does have. So I get to draw a card here and get another dude out here. And I can cast a Plains, which allows me to use my Scholar one time. But seeing as how I have 3 minutes left and he keeps gaining life, it's not really doing me a whole lot of good. As he has the definite advantage here. And has a great heart. And another forest. Wow. Yikes. So, yeah, we're pretty much finished here. There's not a whole lot we can do left. And he has a counter. Nope, he's just going to tap down my lifelinker. So yeah. Swing in with a 3/3 and a 4/4. Why not? He'll block one of them with the Great Heart. So he's got a couple of activations here. My guys all have hexproof now, so that helps. But I don't have anything with reach still, so I'm still pretty far out of this. And he's going to attack with everything. So why not? I'll block here, And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 come at me. Oh wow. That's crazy. So that leaves me with Hopeful Eidolon. So that just resets the board entirely. And I have a Fleecemane Lion. And the ability to give it hexproof and indestructible right away. So that's crazy. He has an Omen Speaker, which is going to buy him some time. And an Acro and Phalanx. And a Flamecast Wheel. So sure, we'll go ahead and swing with just Fleecemane Lion here. It's not going to declare any blockers, so just go ahead and take the damage here. What in the world? Wow. That's plain crazy. And he has the ability to tap me down to do exactly 5. Wow. But he doesn't? So I'll block it, I guess. We'll go ahead and cast Aspect of Hydra on that. And seeing as how we really don't have anything better to do, why not? We'll attack, because I've got 25 seconds left. But he can just tap me down and use Flamecast Wheel here, so we were done either way. So yeah, unfortunately, we just don't get it. So yeah, that's what it is. But on to the next game, I guess. Maybe we'll win 1 out of 3.